these ideals and noble objectives, which we will attain only through the peaceful unification of our people.
When Ferdinand Marcos fled to Hawaii, he and his entourage brought 2 plane loads of goods that included Philippine currency and jewelry. It is believed to be worth millions.
You or your husband ever converted to the use of yourself or members of your family any money or property belonging to the government of the Philippines?
Again, on the advice of my counsel, may I take the privilege against self-incrimination and the right to remain silent.
And all the while millions of his people lived in filth and disease, Marcos and his family lived in glittering splendor. 400 cars, 3,000 pairs of shoes, land, skyscrapers, and stock literally around the world. A personal fortune estimated at $5 billion. Nearly all of it siphoned from the Philippine treasury.
Why have you been so criticized for being, materialistic or, as you pointed out, extravagant? Why do people say that then?
I am a believer that the only things you keep are those you give away. In the deepest sense of the word. Here I am. I love because I gave, and I am crucified for being extravagant.
People power becomes panic at the palace gate, a mad rush to get in and see what Ferdinand and Imelda Marcos left behind. Today was the day of the poor, Manila's slum dwellers summoned by President Corazon Aquino to see the extravagant lifestyle of the palace. Aquino has refused to live there.
They reflected a life of both privilege and physical pain. Among the luxurious furniture, there is a hospital bed and equipment that Marcos needed for treatment of a reportedly incurable kidney disease. His wife, Imelda, joined him at his bedside for this picture. Marcos was as secretive about his illness as about his wealth. Some documents were found at the palace apparently relating to secret overseas real estate deals. Imelda Marcos took with her a magnificent array of jewels, but left behind part of an enormous collection of clothing, cosmetics, and perfume. Marcos' official salary as president, $5,700 a year.
Imelda is the image of excesses. When you talk of the excesses of the Marcos family, buying all that real estate in New York, buying all that jewelry, buying all that shoes, and all of that past interviews where she unapologetically says, I would like to cover the ugly side of Manila by building a very beautiful mansion. That's all Imelda. And maybe they want to hide that and sidetrack Imelda the excessive.
There may be some, may be unjust, oppressive, and tyrannical. I am glad and I thank the Lord that we were exiled here, because here in America, there is hope for freedom. There is hope for justice. If we were exiled somewhere else, maybe we would never even go home.